About that. We got a special guest. We're going to bring in one of my favorite guys I've ever covered. That's Jaime Ffrench from Jacksonville. What's up, Jamie? How are you?
What's going on, guys? Good to see you guys, man. Honored to be here, man.
Nice. Yeah, man. And so talk about the day, man. I mean, obviously just getting this over with, signing with Texas, the whole process, that decision to obviously people still recruited you, stick with the Longhorns and sign with Texas.
Man, I think it all speaks for itself. The love, Coach Sarkisian and Coach Jackson, they showed my family every time I came out, man. It was just countless times they made sure we were okay and stuff like that. It all matters, man. It's stuff off the field.
Jamie, you've been to Texas a number of times. When did you start to realize, okay, this was a school that maybe I need to take a little bit more seriously in my recruitment? I know they came along midway through, and then after that, it felt like Texas was always a big player for you afterward.
Man, I want to say that first visit back in spring in April, man, I was hooked. I was like, man, this is different, man. I like this place. It's a good feeling, man. City vibes. I really like Austin, man. It's a good city, man.
What do you how excited would you be to be playing with Arch Manning potentially as the quarterback throwing you the football, and how much of a factor was that in your recruitment?
Man, they played a big factor. Always that guy who's going to get you the ball, man. And definitely a guy like Arch who's ready and who's going to get the ball to you. That plays a big factor for sure, no doubt.
Hey, Jamie, I'm going to ask you this pretty simple. If Texas was in the Big 12, would you be going to Texas? Or was it the SEC move? Was that major?
I think with the city, Austin itself, and with Coach Sarkisian being there, I think I will still go there. Like, with them, no matter the conference, with the love I got shown with Coach Sarkisian, like I said, and the whole staff, just not him. Like, I think I still would be going there, not even with the conference itself.
Texas, of course, coming off of another 11-win season in the regular season, going back to its second consecutive conference title. First off, what are your thoughts on the year itself? But also, you got a prediction, Jamie, for this weekend against Georgia?
Oh, yeah, man. Definitely Texas on top with the big dubs for sure. Definitely get that get-back win. I was there to see them not pull it out so well, so I want them to get this get-back. And then I think the prediction would be, I say 35-21, Texas for sure.
Hey, Jamie, so you're early enrollee at Texas. Are you going to join the team for any practices leading up to college football playoff? Kind of what's your plan?
So that's a good idea. I have to run by Coach Sarkisian, but I know my move-in date would be the 12th, which is everybody guys' move-in date, and I'll be on and rolling from then.
Nice. Jamie, let me ask you, man. I like your game. I've watched your film. Who do you think your game, you model your game after? Who do you think your game most closely resembles as a player?
Man, I like to say Calvin Ridley, man. I like to get out of the breaks fast as him. I like to model my game with the ladder and stuff like that, speed, a lot of yards after the catch, stuff like that.
So, Jamie, what's going to be your biggest adjustment then? You're going to go through spring practice at Texas. What do you think the biggest adjustment's going to be to major college football? You're going to step into one of the most talented rosters in the country, and you and a bunch of your signees, a number one ranked class right now, are going to add to that talent. What's going to be your biggest adjustment?
Man, I say just getting on the weights, man, attacking it early, man, just gaining on that strength so I can be able to take hits, take tackles like that and stuff like that. I think that'll be my biggest impact on college football for sure.
Of course, Jamie, you were a big recruit whenever your announcement decision came through. Texas fans were really excited, but behind the scenes, maybe shout out a coach or two that helped you get you over the finish line, but also any recruits that helped you behind the scenes say this is the class to be a part of?
Man, definitely Arch, KJ Lacey for sure. Those guys been on me a long time, man. I remember KJ was on me since I've been at Bama, man, when I was committed with Ryan. So it's been a long time coming, man. So just finally getting to be able to be home and be happy and comfortable about it, man, it feels great.
Hey, so I got to ask you, y'all got a freshman receiver coming up at Mandarin. I saw him when I came to see you this year. Tell Texas fans, because I'm sure Texas is going to be recruiting him. Tell Texas about the next receiver coming up at Mandarin.
Brian, big deal, man. He's the guy who's going to be coming out, doing it big time. He's another guy who I like to get stuff from. We teach each other things as well.
So now you got to put your scouting hat on. You guys watch film of everybody. What do you see from Khalil Lockett you like? What do you see from Daylan McCutcheon you like?
Man, I definitely seen Khalil Lockett, man. The down the field track, the 50-50 balls, the one-on-one, just throw it to him. He's going to make it happen. He's going to the ball in the air. It's Khalil's, man. I see that in him. And But Daylan, I'll definitely say he's more of like a yak monster, man. Like, I don't know if you guys know receiver for the Detroit Lions 14, man. He gives me Amar St. Brown, man. He gives me those vibes. Get the ball, get out of there quick. And I like that about those guys. So we can all feed off each other with all different types of skills, man.
Hey, you're the first guy to sign with Texas from the city of Jacksonville. In my 2 decades plus doing this, I mean, Texas they're getting more top guys from the state of Florida. Do you feel that when you talk to other guys? Is Texas now officially on the radar on the state of Florida?
Oh, yeah, no doubt. Texas, with them being in the SEC for sure now, like guys want to go, guys want to check it out. With them being in the SEC move and them making wins and stuff like that, yeah, definitely. Texas is a place people want to go check out for sure.
Hey, Jamie, what do you like about Chris Jackson, your position coach? Tell me something good.
Man, I love Chris Jackson, man. Not even on the field, man. He's more of a father figure off the field. He take care of his guys, man. He's going to teach you the game. You're going to know what you need to know. And with him being from the league, man, he has a lot of experience, man. I really love Coach Jackson for sure.
Hey, CJ, you got to ask him about his billboard because you tweeted that out.
Yeah, Jamie, we saw the billboard down there in Jacksonville. What was your immediate reaction to that?
It's still running through over here. I'm actually out here now.
No, is it out? You're out by it?
Yeah, man. It's like a couple of slides through it. I don't know if I can flip my camera on here.
But that's pretty
sweet.
It's
pretty cool, man. They hooked me up nice, man.
Hey, Jamie, we're going to let you go. Thank you very much for joining us. And I got to tell you, enough with this Texas stuff. Congrats on your TV career after you're done playing, because you got one if you want to do it.
Man, I totally appreciate that, man. I totally appreciate that.
Thank you always, Jamie. Great to see you again.
Man. Hook 'em, man. We'll be in touch.
For sure.
Look, we just had Jaime Ffrench on the show. We're going to add another 2025 commitment and now signee, this time wide receiver Daylan McCutcheon out of my neck of the woods. Little Lovejoy America. Is that what they say nowadays? Daylan, thanks for joining us and congratulations on signing and becoming a Texas Longhorn today.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it. I'm truly blessed to be in this position.
Of course, we've gone through your recruitment all the way through from when you officially visit in June, you commit to Florida State. Now it sounds like Texas is back in the mix. From your perspective, what kind of went through kind of that journey of, okay, I've made my decision, but now Texas is coming back at me and I want to join the class. What went into that from your side of things?
Obviously, I got to say there's no place like home. Obviously, with Texas entering in the picture, I mean, obviously seeing the level of receivers that they produce and obviously the production that they have this year, obviously built attraction around me. So, I had the opportunity to be able to make up my decision to go with my family, and I made the flip.
How much of a role did Parker play? Because he tries to downplay it and says, this wasn't a big part of it. I let the coaches, I let you go through your own recruiting process, but was he in your ear at all?
I mean, it was at the start, obviously, when he was a senior and I was a junior. Obviously, he played a part, always trying to throw them horns. And, I mean, he played a little bit of a part, but obviously when he went off to school, he really gave me time to really think about and evaluate the schools where I feel like was best for me.
Hey, Daylan, I see your chain there, man. Can we call you Day Day? Is that
yes, sir.
Can we call you Day Day?
Yes,
no
sir.
doubt. All right, well, Day Day, I got a question for you, man. You obviously have accomplished a lot, and congratulations on signing with Texas. What do you feel like you have to work on most in your game when you take it to the next level coming up next season?
The most I feel like I got to work on is just my physicality. Obviously, going into the college level, there's going to be people that's going to be bigger than me and faster than me. And obviously, if I'm able to be physical with them, I feel like I'll be able to be successful.
Hey, talk about your relationship with Chris Jackson, because one thing we know about recruiting is if you commit to another school and one of the coaches that you said no to stays on you, you never question how bad that coach and that program wants you, right? Talk about Chris Jackson and kind of your relationship with him and him as a coach from what you've seen.
I love Coach Jackson. Obviously, just his personality really what draw me to him. Just somebody that's able to be up front, obviously be able to critique my game. Just the way how he is, being in the receiver room, obviously being able to tell those on like what to fix. Obviously, there's going to be something to fix every time you run a route or doing something to play. That's why it really attracted me to Coach Jackson.
Daylan, when I was up at Lovejoy talking with you a few weeks ago, you actually told me a pretty cool story about you and Khalik went on a visit to Texas at the same time your freshman year. You took some photos, and now it's come to work out to fruition again, right? Y'all are signing with Texas again. Tell the folks real quick. We have 26,000 folks in here watching you. So tell us that story real quick, because I think it's a pretty cool background into how all of this came together for the Texas class this year.
Yeah, it's actually pretty crazy because, like CJ said, me and Khalik, when we were like young, I want to say around our middle school days not middle school, our freshman year, we both took a visit up to Texas to have a camp. And me and Khalik have been playing 7-on-7 football since middle school, playing at Bullet Football Academy out in Rowlett. Just been together ever since. And then once we took a visit to Texas our freshman year, it was kind of crazy because we wore the same jerseys, the same visit as we are now. Because with him wearing 5 and me wearing 11, we had another one of our homeboys that came with us, and he wore number 2.
Yeah.
So having all 3 of us, with Jaime being committed and Khalik and me having 11, 5, and 2 in the same order was crazy because we all committed. So. Yeah.
Hey, Daylan, when did you know that this was all possible, that you'd be a top 100 level prospect in the country? When did you start to say, man, this stuff's reality for me?
To be honest with you, I didn't really know really when I felt like I was going to be like that. Well, I'm lying. I felt like that. I want to say the Future 50 camp, that's really when I felt like I could be one of the top guys being able to be invited to that camp. I really felt then that I was able to be one of the top caliber people.
Hey, Day, wide receivers love Sark's offense, man. Yeah, I mean, he recruits great quarterbacks. I'm sure that helps too. But what do you like about Sark's offense as a wideout? And how have they explained to you how they want to weaponize you in this offense?
What I like about Coach Sark's offense is just obviously be able to do different things within his offense, be able to have different sets and formations, be able to stack the receivers, bunch them up, be able to spread them out. That's really what I like, because you're able to have receivers do different things, not just stay in one spot. And then where they see me to be a weapon is obviously a receiver that's able to play inside and outside. So I'm able to be moved around and do different jobs for the team.
Of course, this has been a big season for Texas, 11-1, back-to-back conference championship appearances. They got a big game this weekend. Let me hear your thoughts on what you think the rest of the season looks like for them, and if you got a prediction for the upcoming weekend, now's the time to share it.
Hey, all I gotta say is, yeah, we gonna put some work in this game on Saturday. I mean, I have faith in Texas on what they're gonna do. Obviously, last time that we played against Georgia, I mean, it wasn't our best, but I know with Coach Sark, we're gonna be able to bring things up. I definitely feel from the rest of the season now we have a set plan. We know who we're gonna play against. Well, obviously, it's gonna be a long season, but I feel like we have a chance on winning it all.
So I got to ask you about your game coming up this weekend.
Yes, sir.
Not much love lost between Lovejoy and Argyle, right? I mean, that's kind of a rivalry.
No.
Yeah, see, CJ knows it. Volleyball, every sport, right? So talk about playing for Todd Dodge, former Texas quarterback. Kind of Todd Dodge, kind of your thoughts, because this is your first year with him, obviously. But and what was his reaction when you made the decision to go to Texas?
Oh, he was excited. Yeah, he's been pushing that on me. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, he loved the fact that I said Texas to him, because every time we would start off morning practice, we would do a little bit routes on air, and every time I throw him the ball, he's always holding up hooking every time. So he was excited. He was excited.
Nice.
What about this game coming up? I know it's a big one. You know, we don't like Argyle and Lovejoy.
Yeah, no, we don't. Hey, the history with Argyle, it's always been electric every game with them, but it's going to be a good game. Obviously, they got some dudes. We got some dudes. It's obviously going to it's most likely going to go down the wire, but hey, I see us winning it all.
And then Jerry, we just had Jaime Ffrench on. Jerry asked a quick question about the up and coming wide receivers down in Mandarin. I'll ask you the same thing. Lovejoy's got a pretty darn good freshman wide receiver. I believe when I was talking to Coach Dodge a few weeks ago, he said there's only been 2 freshmen to ever start for him on varsity. The first was Jaden Greathouse at Westlake, who ended up at Notre Dame. And then this one down here running right next down to you at Lovejoy. Who's this guy?
Coleman Ray. Yeah, that's the next one coming up. Yeah,
So
he's
that's
gonna
the
be
next one.
Yeah, he's gonna be good. He obviously little freshman mentality, but hey, we're gonna woke him up. He's gonna be good.
I like that.
That's good stuff. Well, Daylan, thank you very much for joining us today. Congratulations on becoming a Texas Longhorn and signing. Making Lovejoy proud. Always good to see, of course. And congratulations and best of luck to you in the Burnt Orange whenever you get down to Austin.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it, man. Thank y'all.
Thanks, David.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
This is the man of the hour, Justus Terry.
Yes,
Bobby,
sir.
from here.
Yes, sir. Feels good today. Feels good.
Hey, Justice, tell us what went into your decision and why you're a Texas Longhorn.
Yes, sir, man. It really was the coaches, the connections, man. Just going out there, making the connections that I did, being around positive people, being around people with a good mindset, a good work ethic every day, waking up with a good mindset. That's something I want to surround myself around. So, going out there seeing that, it played a big part in it, big part. Yes, sir.
I talked to Coach Prather earlier. He said that you played up and down the defensive line for him this year. Is there a particular position you see yourself playing, or is it just wherever they can find a spot for you and you can get on the field? What's your thought process?
Me, I play whatever, put me on the D line anywhere, I'll eat. That's what type of person I am. I like taking full advantage of opportunity. So if it's an opportunity at any position, I'll get there, do my best at it, and make it work for sure.
Is there a player you try to position or type your game after? Anybody like that?
No, sir. I always want to leave my own stain, and just Justus Terry. I always want to be Justus Terry, leave my own legacy. I want people to look up to me and say they want to be like Justus Terry. So that's one of my whys. Yes, sir, for sure.
Hey, Justus, I wanted to ask you, what Texas coaches were involved most in your recruitment? And if Kenny Baker was one of those, kind of talk about Kenny Baker and what you liked about getting to know Kenny Baker and him as a coach.
Yes, sir. All the coaches was involved. Coach Sark, Coach Gilbert, Coach Baker, Coach Choice. Those four guys, that was heavy on me, calling. No matter if I didn't answer, they was still calling, tapping in with my advisor, Mr. Vincent, tapping in with them. And everything was, going great. They had a really good work at getting me, for sure. And about Coach Baker, man, I love, his work ethic. Like I say, the positive energy he has, man. The want he have behind wanting to coach me and wanting to develop me and wanting to get me to the league and be the best person I could be. It was good seeing that for sure.
People are wondering, have you signed your paperwork?
Yes, sir. I have signed my paperwork.
Okay, gotcha.
Yes, sir.
Your Coach Prather said you're going to be an early enrollee.
Yes, sir.
So you'll actually go down to Austin. When do you go down to Austin?
Sometime in January. I don't know the exact date yet, but definitely in January.
Okay, gotcha.
Yes, sir.
You look at tomorrow, Texas plays Georgia. They were obviously one of the finalists.
Yes, sir.
This has got to be strange. You're in the state of Georgia, yet here we are right now. You're a future Texas Longhorn.
Yes,
what are your thoughts about that game? Any thoughts on it?
Man, hey, I'm pulling for Texas. I want y'all to go out there and play your best. I want you guys to pull it off in the A-Town. Play your heart out, leave it all on the field. Win, lose, or draw. I'm still a Texas player, a Texas football player all the way. Hook 'em.
Hey, Justus, I like to hook him. We got to get a photo of that one. Hey, by the way, I wanted to ask you. So you were committed to USC at one time. So
yes,
you
sir.
obviously had an open mind to leaving kind of the area for college.
Yes,
Is that kind of part of that mindset you've always had? Get away, do something different, kind of take the text. I mean, we have like 8,000 people that are watching this on YouTube or on social media. So tell people kind of what was your mindset in that regard.
My mindset was, USC, it was great out there, but, it kind of, you have to look at the small details as far as the taxes, things like that. So things like that and that nature. Plus, Texas was kind of closer. I have family members out there, people I could train with, get in contact with easy, so it's not like I'm away from family, it's easy to get to family, easy access. So that was just good, being not too far, not too close to home, but not too far away again. So it just felt like the perfect spot for me.
Who were some of your family members and where they live in Texas?
I have my brother, he has an uncle. His name's DJ. Me personally, we don't have a bond, but I know anytime I could call, he could hit me up. You know, it's always good vibes, positive vibe, workout, anything. You know, I have connections in Texas. You know, to train, keep me good, my skills, my everything, man. I'm good. I'm just excited. I'm ready for it.
I've got to tell you guys, I'm standing. You can't necessarily see it because we don't have a high res camera going right now, but this may be the sharpest suit coat I've seen at a commitment there. It's pretty strong.
Yes, sir.
Justus, congratulations, buddy.
Thank you.
All right, hook 'em, man.
Yes, sir.
All right, take care.
Thank you,
Yes,
Justus.
sir.